So did the APC further weaponize religion in Nigeria by choosing the Muslim?
It is not APC that
for the sake of winning an election.
It is not APC that weaponized religion, because there was Ola. People are saying that he's not going to win election.
But you went ahead.
Yes.
As a political party.
Yes, because that is what it is.
Did you create further problem across religious lines in the country?
It is not
as an APC member?
No.
Good to have you here.
Thank you very much for having me here, Samson. And good morning to you, viewer home. And we are very grateful for you watching us and listening to us as well.
So, the big question is the vice presidential slot still ceremonial in Nigeria?
I wouldn't say that, not even in the world itself, because when you become a vice president, you have a lot of influence, and you have a lot of things, you have responsibility according to the constitution, what you can be able to do, and not like a deputy governor, your role is well spelled out in the constitution, and it's not very ambiguous. It's there for you to see. So I wouldn't say it's ceremonial, because they have a lot of roles to play in democracy of Nigeria.
So, in a nutshell, how powerful is the VP slot to a candidate as we speak with the current political ecosystem in Nigeria?
It's just a way to calculate how you are going to have your political stronghold, or how you are going to be able to win an election. When you are talking about 1979, when you know about that Shehu Shagari, because in order to pacify Southeast, they have to choose the vice president from the Southeast. Then Alessa Kwame, who becomes the vice president, because it is after the war and the civil war, and they need to pacify them. That is why they have to choose from Southeast. So, and we have seen what follows after. We have seen that when it's come to the time of Obasanjo, they try to choose from probably, I think, North Central, because Atiku Abubakar, he has already won the governorship, and it takes, and mind you, not because of the vote alone, but because of, probably political calculation. Atiku Abubakar was the leader of, what's it called? This very strong, is chief of staff when he was there, who is very prominent. So they have to choose Atiku Abubakar because he led that, that house then, political house then. Musa Yaradua. So now, when President Ahmed Bola Tinubu chose Shettima then, there's a lot of hola. People are saying, why does it have to be a Muslim ticket? But we must look at the dynamism of, we have to think about religion as well, because President Ahmed Tinubu came from the minority. It's not that minority, it came from Southwest. And we need how they can be able to appeal to the North.
So if you are talking about religion, does the APC now see the wrong in the Muslim ticket in the first place?
No, what we are now saying is speculation. It has never been said. Later we knew that even Kwankwaso is seeking from the vice president's slot, because he wants his resume to be uplifted. He knew that by the time he become a vice president, he would have got a lot of influence in order to be able to become a president.
Is the APC trying to change Shettima?
It was speculation, because the buck lies in the presidential table. He was the one that chose Shettima in the first place, and he believed in the man, and he won the election. So now, he is stronghold, he is capable now. Then, how many governors does APC have? Now we are having about 30 state governors who can be able to wield a lot of influence when we are talking about the next election we are going to have.
Shettima's influence in the last election, was it symbolic, and how much of an influence will that have on the APC if they fail to field him with President Bola?
Being a Muslim alone. The president is going to be able to choose who he thinks is trusted. And they believe they have a lot of candidates who really want to be identified or to be chosen as vice president. For Shettima to be chosen, that means the president believes in him. And
so did the APC further weaponize religion in Nigeria by choosing the Muslim?
It is not APC that
for the sake of winning an election.
It is not APC that weaponized religion, because there was Ola. people are saying that he's not going to win election.
But you went ahead.
Yes.
As a political party.
Yes, because that is what
Did you create further problem across religious line in the country?
It is not
as an APC member?
No. What as people, when they have been choosing Christian or Muslim, or Christian be a president, Muslim be a vice president, what has it done in Nigeria from time? But the man, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, believe, that is what he says. He said his household, even if he's going to be, is not somebody that is bigot or religion bigot. He said even in his house, if they have to cast the vote, all his children are Christian. His wife is leading a church. Why do they have to be playing that card? But this is politics, they are going to be playing it. Bola Ahmed Tinubu can be known as Muslim by name. So why do they have to be playing that card? And when you are talking about Shettima household is fully Muslim. So when you see somebody that he is so dynamic in nature and his belief in religion is not going to be impaired in his decision as a president. But people like to whip the religious sentiment, and they are doing that in order to, paint in black. And I don't think they listen to them. Okay,
your party set a precedence, the Muslim ticket. Going down.
It wasn't the one. It was set by Abiola.
Going down the other line. Abiola did not win an election, according to the Nigerian Constitution.
Yeah, he won the election. That is why he won.
Was he declared winner behind him?
He might not, but we all knew that his election.
Was he declared by the electoral body?
He wasn't declared.
The answer is he never won an election.
Okay, go on.
Okay, moving on. Your party has set
a Muslim ticket, we know it was cancelled. According to the election, he won fairly, but it was cancelled.
That was according to you. You think he won the election. But according to the electoral body, he never won an election.
Okay, go on.
Are we good on that?
I won't accept it.
Okay, you might not accept it, but that is what is on paper. You can go ahead and read by yourself, but definitely Abiola never won the presidential election according to the electoral body. So if you have another opinion, just like he also had that opinion and declared himself winner, that's for a different day. We'll have that conversation. But then
history will judge.
Let's talk about the chances. Governor Abba Yusuf of the APC, of the NNPP, is moving to the APC today, being Monday. In fact, by now, all plans are concluded. It might be announced anytime soon to be a member of the APC. His godfather, Rabi Musa Kokonso, is still in the NNPP. Yesterday, a lot of people moved to his house and asked questions about where are we going. But the question is, even if Kwankwanso did not move to the APC, does the APC have what it takes to break Kwankwanso's stronghold in the Northwest?
Oh, thank you very much. When you are saying this, yes, the last election, 2023, was polarized. We all knew that a lot of divisions are there. But at the end of the day, we won the election. That is what's important. And again, a lot of Kwankwanso who have won that election through their godfather, I would say 90% of them are now in APC. You won't say that they don't know what they are doing. They have done the political calculation, and they knew what happened in 2003.
Is the president trying to use Abba Yusuf to polarize Kano State and get a fair share of the vote?
Why will you say that? It is a choice of Abba Yusuf to come to APC.
Maybe Kwankwanso wants something that the president might not be able to give him. So
exactly.
He wants to take a sitting governor. So get me a fair share of the votes, and then we render his influence a little bit weak.
When Abba Yusuf won that Supreme Court judgment, he lost in appeal. You must remember that. Because they made us to realize that where he has his back vote, they don't comply with electoral act. They don't comply with how election must be held. And it was cancelled in the appeal. He knew he was just there because of luck. At the end of the day, how Kwankwanso cannot decide what is going to happen in 2023 and 27, because now he won just by little margin. For him to have won by little margin, Abba Yusuf might have known that anytime there's election, they're still going to be neck to neck.
Are you saying Abba Yusuf is a Supreme Court governor? He was made governor by the Supreme Court.
And there is nothing wrong. It is, you have to go through election. He went through election, and he has passed a certain age. It is not that you are going to talk about when it's come to Ugbeya and Amechi, because Amechi's name has never been in the ballot. It was only the party that was in the ballot. So you can say that one won by Supreme Court, but in any other governor. But you cannot talk about that Abba Yusuf. But Abba Yusuf know that he narrowly won that election, and APC still have influence.
Will a controversial VP slot create internal fractures within the APC?
Have you ever seen any party that don't have a kind of crisis?
Will your party be able to manage it?
We are managing it. We knew what is on the ground. Anything they want to do is just a political calculation. And I am telling you, APC knew he is not that strong in Southeast. And we have seen a lot of Southeast governors that have been supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu right now. Hardly will you see any of them that is not supporting President Tinubu.
Some say the unity, packing all the governors in your political party, the unity of your party is hanging by a thread. Is that true?
What we are good with what we have. Let any other party that has what we have comes out. But when we are good with what we have, when we can be able to manage the crisis we are now having in APC, I think that is enough.
What is the president promising the governors to make them dump their parties to join your parties?
It is being boldly written in Constitution. It is there. You have the right to associate with whoever you want at any point in time. The freedom of association is embedded in the Constitution, and we must follow it. Abba Yusuf even begged to be in APC. So many other governors. Plateau State governor begged to be in APC. So many other governors. Because they knew the trend. They know the trend where it's going. A lot of them knew that they won the election just by law. And they want certainty. Nobody wants to depend on certainty. Even when you are talking about the PDP, all of them have been linking to one party or the other. You saw what happened in Osun State APC. Osun State political system, whereby the governor Adeleke begged to be in APC, but those people who are there rejected him. He begged. He knew he doesn't have any hope. Now you have seen who a lot of people who are in PDP who push people out or PDP to be in APC. They are still begging to be in this ADC again. That is for you to know the calculation of political calculation. It is dynamic. It is not static. It is revolving around all the time. Anything can happen.
Some have insinuated that elections in Nigeria have been decided by geography and not ideology. Are you of the same school of thought?
Ideology? Not all the time.
Is it about region or about what you can offer the people?
How do you know what you can offer the people? Do the people know what they want sometimes? Because it is well spelled that, I mean, I've forgotten these the doing of a democracy. I think I will still remember it. It says sometimes democracy is the best might not be chosen by election. We choose our candidates sometimes by sentiment. We choose it by religion. With any form, we choose it the way we might not be able to choose the best. But for now, it seems to be the best. Before people can be migrate from monarchical system to republic, it takes a lot of time. It takes blood. There was blood that split, revolutions, because people say they want to choose who they want at any point in time. So now, for now, democracy is still the best, and we are having the best to choose our leaders.
Okay, do you think Nigerian voters are influenced by ticket balance rather than policies, manifestos?
Exactly, we are.
How do
we talk about that is why we talk about religion. We talk about our ethnic group. Probably you are Yoruba, you are Igbo, you are Hausa. Is there a lot of sentiments are there when an election is going to be held? That is why any politician would try as much as possible to balance the equation. If you balance the equation, your vote is going to be high. But if you don't balance it, you are going to find yourself in...
So are politicians capitalizing on the fact that Nigerians believe in ticket balance?
That is, politics is everywhere. Even in your place of work. They might say you are a Yoruba man. Probably you are from Ijebu, you are from this, you are from that. People use sentiment to choose a lot of things. It is there in any walk of life. Whether in the church, whether in the mosque, everyone does that. And we are used with it. You are talking about developers as well, developed world. You are talking about the Scottish, the Welsh, the British people, how they do all this English, how they do all this sentiment. There's sentiment there. When you get to United States of America, the same. You have seen how Trump won election. He's so religious to the people. And he's not the kind of person that is that religious or go to church all the time. But he's so religious to them and they are debated. And that's it. They do.
Honorable Molaji Olawi, just before we go on this segment of the show this morning, I want to ask you this question. Do you think that the APC will be able to sustain this current growth in the party? Is the party swelling or growing?
The party is growing. It's not swelling. It's growing accordingly. Now, what a lot of parties cannot be able to do, APC have been doing it since the inception of this of the birth of APC. You are talking about party registration. How many times have you seen PDP or the ADC doing party registration just to know the numbers or their the numbers of their members? APC are now doing that, and it has been done online, in which somebody like you can go and be able to register, and for you to know that we can be able to sustain any problem that we are having now, because we are growing every day. We are not swelling. When you are talking about we swelling, you are talking about probably you are being infected with the kind of bacteria. But no, we are growing accordingly.
All right, Honorable Molaji Olayi, thank you for joining me on this segment of the show this morning. We are still going to have a lengthy discussion about if Abiola actually won an election in Nigeria or not.
He won.
It's a discussion for another day. Thank you for joining me on this show.
Thank you very much.
Now, the big story continues, but we'll go on a short break. When we return, stay with us. All right, welcome back. The show is still Daybreak Live right here on Dominion Television, and this segment is the big story. And I'm joined in the studio this morning, Egbeleke Ademola Demo Pumping. He's the convener, the MIC conference, which is happening in the city of Ibadan shortly. And we'll be making sense of what MCs do face and what the MIC conference is all about. Egbeleke Ademola, good to have you in the studio.
Thank you very much for having me. It's my pleasure to be here this morning.
Interestingly, as an MC too, I must ask you a lot of questions on this show this morning. But then, when they talk about Egbeleke, who is Egbeleke Ademola?
Okay, Egbeleke Ademola is a internationally sought after MC. I've been doing the event hosting business for over a decade. I'm currently based in the UK, but I started off majorly in Ibadan, from the University of Ibadan, because I studied in the University of Ibadan. Okay. So I started off event hosting, public speaking. I was a debater in school, an orator. So I learned the rudiments of public speaking, and then I went on to become, an event host. So I started doing gigs around town, and then after like a while, I felt like the next move, and then I relocated to the UK. And I've been in the UK for about more than 3 years now, and I've also, gone on to become a sought after MC. So that's like me in summary, because of time.
Okay. So basically, when it all started, how did it feel like? Was there a shaky start to the career, and how did you navigate?
Oh, so definitely. I mean, for anything that you're going to start in life, anything, it will always be shaky. Nobody starts grown. Nobody starts big. You grow. That's why they say don't despise humble beginnings. Yeah. So when I started, obviously, I started with birthdays, dinners, freshers welcome in school, and obviously, you go to some and people will just be looking at you like, who is this person? But it's part of the experience. It's how you own the art, how you become better at what you do. So yes, definitely there were shaky experiences. In fact, I remember there were some events that I went to, and I was even myself was like, what am I doing here? But over time, obviously, experience, I've been able to learn and become like a master, which is what we do, master of ceremony.
Now that brings us to this question: who is an MC?
So a master of ceremony is anyone that can host an event depending on whatever the event is. So which is one of the reasons why we are doing this, because it's become like a trend now for people to now be streamlining who an MC is. To say, oh, I'm an MC, I can only host weddings. Okay. I'm an MC, I can only do... If you are a grounded professional master of ceremony, I feel that
whatever you find yourself,
yes, whatever the event, you should be able to host it. That's the master of ceremony. Somebody who can manage an event from beginning to the end, understand the brief, understand the client, coordinate the whole event, make sure that everything goes each free from beginning to the end. That's a master of ceremony.
And there's a very big question, which I know you are definitely going to address in this conference is what the client expects, which is a very big one. A client wants an MC, a comedian. They want about 3 or 4 things in one person.
Yes.
And you want to pay for one.
Yes.
So how do you get to do all of that?
So it begs the question, what do you bring to the table as an MC? Are you doing the job because you just want to survive, or you understand the job? Because for me, if you message me, for example, and say, oh, I want to, get you for my event,
for an event,
I'll ask you what services you need, and I'll let you know the services that I can offer. Some people can MC an event, crack jokes, and do hype. That's fine if you can do all that comfortably. If you can't, it shouldn't be any issue to say, oh, I can only MC, I don't crack jokes, or I don't do hype. It shouldn't be that hard. If the person feels that you are the person for the job, you fit into what they are looking for, they'll still hire you. If they don't, let them go and get the MC, comedian, hype man. Don't force yourself because of the money to say I can do it, and then get to the job and mess it up.
Okay, now this is another very big question before we go to the mic conference itself. Yeah. Now you get to an event. Sometimes even the planners are not coordinated, and brings the pressure to an MC. Yes. I was at an event and then there was a crisis. Okay. I had to talk for 2 hours because they were not ready. Yeah. The artist was not ready, so it was just me to engage the people. Yes, I didn't find it as something serious because I could do it. But then, what if an MC gets to an event and such thing happens? How does it navigate through that when it knows that I do not have the capacity to go on for 2 hours and talk to the people?
Yeah. So exactly what you have said, capacity. You understand? So if you are an MC, you should at least be ready for any situation. That's one of the things that, and it doesn't come with just thinking that I can do it. It comes with experience. Building. It comes with training. It comes with building. It comes with, rehearsing. Mentorship. People think that, you don't rehearse being an MC. It comes with mentorship as well. You follow people that know the job to events. You watch, you understand, because every event might be the same name, but it comes with different things. So you can host 3 weddings. It's a wedding. Everything is a wedding, but it's not the same thing. It's not the same people. It's not the same guests. Audience analysis come into play, So a lot of things come into play as an MC. If you don't build capacity, you cannot do what you did. If you didn't build capacity, you can't. So for any MC who wants to grow in the business, you need to understand that you have to build capacity. Very important. If you can't do it, just don't bother.
Okay. Very quickly, the mic conference comes up shortly, but then we usually have some clients who know too much or who think they know too much.
Yes.
So how do you, as an MC, how do you deal with, I don't want to use over-sabi clients, or maybe some friends of the clients who think they know too much. They are usually in your ears, whispering.
Yeah. Yes.
How do you address that?
So I feel like personally, you have to be disciplined as an MC, be firm. Let people understand when they are encroaching in your own space. You understand? So you don't have to be disrespectful, but let them understand, oh, somebody comes to you and they were not the one that paid you. They are not the event planner. They are not the clients themselves. You can just say, please, let me do my job. If you need anything from me, speak to the event planner or speak to the client. Let them talk to me, and then we'll see how to make it happen.
Also, the rivalry between artists, DJs,
live
MCs,
band.
It's a very big one out
there. Yes. A
few weeks ago, I wrote an open letter to artists. We are not your competition.
Yes.
I've not been to an event to be sprayed. But then, let me do my job. But some of them still do not understand the fact that an MC has come to help an artist.
Yes. We make everything seamless at an event. The way I introduce you would even determine how people will receive you. Right. It should be a collaboration, like you said, not a competition. But one thing that I think is a problem is professionalism. If you're a professional artist, you're a professional live band, and I'm a professional MC, you should understand that there's timing to everything. You have your time to perform as an artist. I have my time to perform and to host the whole event, to coordinate it. So you need to understand that if I'm telling you to stop, I'm working with time. I'm not trying to, not let you do your job. So please, don't try to not let me do my job. It's that simple.
All right, let's talk about the MIC conference,
Thank you.
Bridging Experience and Emerging Talents, a capacity building workshop for events, MC, and comedians. Yes, I see why you had to put a slash.
Yes.
Because it's confusing now.
Very true.
Someone becomes a skit maker and all of a sudden he's already an MC.
Yes.
Someone does this and because he's an actor, he's already an MC.
Yes.
So the difference and what are you bringing to the table at this particular event? There are a lot of speakers here. We have Mr. Rain, Ojubaro Babatunde, Dr. Freak, Kashim Martins, a lot of people here. And the panelists, Rotimi Ige, Folakemi Mighty, Rapping Daddy, Edwin Paul, King Shoga, Honorable Shete, Ronkegiwa Onofo, that's my GM, Prof. Apple, Rotimi Johnson, Oladayo, Ogumbawale, a lot of big names here, big fishes in the Ibadan. So how did you manage to put all of these names on the same flyer?
So the MIC conference came as a result of some findings that I did after I moved out of the event space in Ibadan and I relocated. So I keep in touch with a lot of people, and at times people still reach out to me to say, refer someone for some kind of job. And when I mention some names, obviously it's a case of, this person is busy. Okay, what about this person? They're like, I don't know this person. I'm not sure about this person. Then when I've gone to this person's page as well, the only thing I find is just weddings. Can this person host a corporate gig? Can this person do like an end of the year? Can this person do a seminar? So it became a situation whereby, which is why I said understanding trends. Everybody is trying to move towards one direction when there's a lot more of events that you can be able to.
More MCs believe more in Owambes,
do you
where
understand?
there are outside the other areas of the job.
Do you get? So it's a case of now we need people to understand that you need to be versatile. You need to open your eyes to a lot of things. So when I spoke to all these people, they were like, it's very true. Someone like maybe Kashim Martins or Ronkegiwa, for example, now, she has 2 events. Like somebody has called her and she's booked. And then they are calling her for the same date.
What are you recommending?
Then she's thinking. She's having to think over and over again. So it's not like we don't even have these MCs, but how bankable are they? How confident am I that if I send this person to this event, the person will not mess
well
up?
Represented.
Do you understand? So that's why everybody knows that at this point in time, we need that level of training to go into place so that we can at least have that confidence to say, go and do that event, and we will not have issues. Basically, that's the whole idea. And that's why all of them agreed to be on board.
So when is this event coming up?
Okay, so it's happening tomorrow at Copacabana in Bodija, Ibadan, at 10 o'clock. I'm hoping to start at 10. I'm hoping that everybody who is on the bill to speak, as a panelist and the attendees will be prompt. If they are prompt, 10 o'clock we'll start.
Okay, so who are the people you are expecting at this particular one?
So anybody MC, like I said, one of the videos I made as an ad, I said, let's say you're somebody willing to transition. You want to understand that transition, come.
What the job looks
like. If you're already an MC, but you want to learn, relearn, unlearn, because things change every time, come. And if you're somebody who is just boarding and imagine MC, you should be there as well. If you think you know how to speak, you're a good public speaker, but you're not very sure if you can do the job, come.
So, talking about rigidity as an MC, you once spoke about being a straitjacket MC. This is what I do, I don't do something else, and the moment they give you something different to what you know, you mess up. Now, how easy is it to transition from being just one kind of MC to being a multifaceted kind of MC?
It's not easy. So, for example, you can decide to stay in a lane. You can decide that. So it will just mean that whenever other gigs come, you don't do it. For example, I know people who say, I'm an MC, but I don't host kids' party. I don't host funerals, burials. I cannot. Do you understand? It's fine. If you want to stay in that lane, have a niche and stay.
Isn't that the simplest of jobs? Funerals.
But that's the thing. Some people feel they cannot do it, so that's fine. Because maybe they might be...
Because there isn't too many things.
Maybe too emotional.
Okay.
So if you feel that, you want to, that's what you want to do, that's fine. But if you feel like, you want to be broad, you want to be versatile, what you then need to do is learn. Move with people. That's why you need a mentor. But that's the thing. You cannot choose your mentor.
Okay.
Your mentor has to choose you. So you need to start moving to people, have role models, have people who you think have been in that space for the longest, and see how you can move up to them, learn from them, watch them, follow them to events, and that way you can now grow into that person that you want to become and be across board, multifaceted, like you said.
So you talked about registration on this on the flyer.
Yes.
So how do they get to reach you? How do they register?
So at the moment, registration is closed.
Okay.
Yeah, it closed yesterday. It was supposed to even be 20,000, but what we also did was we made sure that everybody got a ticket free. Yes, so we made a coupon code and everybody attending is attending for free. Because the idea also is that we wanted to place value, that's why you called it 20,000, but we understand that for growing people and for knowledge to be impacted, we need to give people access, easy access. A lot of people are doing trainings and they're putting money at it, and I personally believe that people should pay. But the kind of impact that we are looking to do, to give, we felt like let's make it free. 20,000 is on there, but let's make it free. So at the moment it's a free event, but registration is compulsory. And we've closed registration yesterday. The event is tomorrow. The only people that can now come without registration are like panelists, event planners, because I invited event planners and event vendors, so that MCs, budding MCs, and even we, the established ones, can hear from their perspective. The way we think that, oh, artists are like a competition, live band, they also have a mindset. Okay, so let's hear from them. Yes, let's hear. So I have like
usually some event managers do recommend MCs too.
Yes. What would make you recommend me as an MC? As a live band, I have live band who recommend me. I recommend some live band. Why will I recommend a live band? I worked with a live band at an event this Saturday, and all through the event, every time we say stop, it stopped. It's been a while I worked with someone like that. Every time we say come and sing, he was already. Most of the time, once they are spraying, so you know these things. Right. So that's why I've invited all these people to say, let's learn, let's have a proper conversation so that we can move to the next level in terms of being a professional event host.
So to reach you, how do they reach you?
So there's a number that they can still call and they can message. Obviously, if they want to attend, we can still find a way around it. The number is 09030733971. So they can send a WhatsApp message or give a phone call, and obviously we can see what we can
Once
do.
Again, the location.
Location is at Copacabana, Ibadan, Bodija, at 10 o'clock tomorrow, 27th of January, 2026.
So lastly, before we go, let me just ask you this very quickly. Okay. Are you intending to create a pool of MCs in Ibadan and beyond, just for an association purpose?
Okay.
Because I know that event planners have an association.
Yes.
They have a team. Oh, I have a gig, I cannot go take this person.
Yes. Hopefully, we intend that at the end of the event tomorrow, we can create that kind of forum, like a platform, maybe a WhatsApp group or like an email group or something where people can be in that group. So for the veterans, for the more experienced people, if they need someone, they can pick from that pool. Like you said, we are open, but maybe because of my experience in the UK and all, data protection and all that, it's going to be willing people. We are not going to force anybody, so if you're willing, and obviously maybe from there you can also get like a mentorship and whatnot. That's the whole plan. But it's going to be completely at your own will. Okay. Nobody's going to force you here, but that's the plan.
Well, we do hope when next you are in Nigeria, we'll bring you back on this show to talk about.
Will you be there as well?
Definitely,
Okay.
I'll be there. Maybe just after the show, we'll have a conversation.
That's
but definitely, I'll be there tomorrow. Thank you for joining us on this show this morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
Agbeleke Ademola.
It's been
an amazing moment with you. And I do know that some MCs who are watching right now would know that a lot has been dropped. Wisdom on this show this morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, as Nigeria's political chessboard begins to take shape ahead of the next general election, one truth stands out. The vice presidential slot is no longer just a supporting role. It is a strategic cornerstone of electoral success. From regional vote banks to national appeal, from party unity to political negotiations, the Shettima factor raises deeper questions about how power is built, shared, and sustained in Africa's largest democracy. Many thanks to my guest this morning, as we also spoke about MCs and the mic experience coming up, Honorable Mola Jaolawi and Agbeleke Ademola on this show. Samson Balogun is my name. And of course, the show continues. We'll be back after this time out.